morning, Willard Wildcats. Happy Wednesday, October 28th. We have 2 birthdays to celebrate today. Happy birthday to Emma A. and Julian O. We hope you have wonderful birthdays on this Wednesday. Today, Wildcats, I'm still thinking about being communicators. And I'm thinking about how authors communicate different ideas to us as readers and how that makes us feel a certain way. So in this instance, it's another Eve Bunting book that I'm going to read today. The author conveys the story with words and descriptions and perspectives that make the story seem a little scary. So I'm hoping that you are paying attention to how she communicates these ideas and how that sets a tone for the story or a feeling. This is called Ghosts Hour, Spooks Hour by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Donald Carrick. Okay, Wildcats, Ghosts Hour, Spooks Hour by Eve Bunting. So remember we said communicating. So this is just one of the pictures. So what kind of tone, what kind of feeling does that set? When I woke up, it was really dark. Something went, ooh, outside my window. Don't be scared, I told myself. It's just the wind. I slid out of bed. An icy wetness touched my toes and I leaped back. Eek! What? Then I remembered Biff. Do you see who Biff is? My big white dog who sleeps under my bed at night. Biff has the coldest, wettest nose. Hi, Biff, I said. I felt for the bedside lamp and pushed the button. Nothing happened. Okay, what's being communicated? What are you thinking? I pushed it again. Nothing happened. Oh, Biff, I whispered. I don't like this. Let's get out of here. My bedroom door moaned when I opened it. Ee, ee, Biff moaned. It's okay, I said. I think this door always creaks. I think it sounds louder at night. It was good to have Biff to talk to. Do you have a pet that you talk to, or a stuffed animal, or some special thing? We padded fast along the hallway to my parents' room. Mom, I whispered. Dad? No one answered. I clicked the light switch. No light again. Ooh, went the wind. Ooh. I shuffled across to the bed and felt around. The sheets were warm and lumpy, but the bed was empty. Where were Mom and Dad? Ooh, Biff howled. Quit that, I said, though I wanted to howl myself. Where could they be? Okay, so think about what's being communicated. Is it supposed to be kind of scary, kind of creepy? Right? Are the words kind of creepy and scary? Are the pictures kind of dark? Right? Something went crack against the window. Crack, slither, swish. Something was out there. Black, snaky things pounced on the glass. I tried to get behind Biff, but he was trying to get behind me. I made myself peer over his back. Whew, I said, standing up and uncurling my fingers from Biff's fur. It's only our black, snaky tree branches. Silly Biff, you don't have to be this scared. Let's go find Mom and Dad. We stood at the top of the stairs with the dark pushing against us. Mom? Dad? My voice disappeared into the dark cave below. The dining room clock went boom, 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 boom. What time is it? How many booms was that? 12 o'clock midnight, I said, and I thought, Ghosts Hour, Spooks Hour, but I didn't tell Biff. He threw himself across my feet, warm and trembly, and away. I wanted to stay here too, or run back to bed and pull the blankets over my head. But here was too scary, and back there would be scarier still. Come, Biff, I said. He wouldn't. I gathered him up, but he'd made himself heavy, and he was hard to hold because of the shaking. Parts of him kept slipping as I carried him downstairs. Tick, tick went the big clock. Swish, swish went the pendulum. Clatter, rattle, shuffle, shift went the dead leaves against the house. Are you still thinking about communicating? Through the long dining room windows, I saw a smoky moon with clouds piled up high against it. Our table seemed monstrously big. Chairs humpbacked, clawed, and crouched around it. Ooh, Biff moaned. My heart gave a great jiggle. A horrible whiteness seemed to be moving toward me out of the dark, a shapeless blob-like whiteness. Ghost hour, spooks hour. Help! I yelled, dropping Biff in a heap and leaping backward against the table. Apples and oranges from the fruit bowl thudded past me to plop on the rug. Help! The blob-like whiteness yelled, dropping the front part of itself and leaping back too. Wah! Biff was squirming to get below the table. Wah! The front part of the blob squirmed for the table too. Come back, Biff, I shouted, and then I remembered the big mirror over the sideboard, and I knew the horrible whiteness had been me carrying the blob that was Biff. That's all. So why was I standing here howling too, howling just as loudly as silly Biff? The dining room door burst open and a voice said, Jake, is that you? Dad! I ran and jumped up on him, and Biff ran and jumped up too. Hey! Dad laughed, his arms closed around us. I'm overflowing, he gasped. I felt the scratchiness of his cheek and smelled his dad smell. Biff's tail whipped against my legs. Mom was behind Dad holding a candle. The wind knocked the lights off, she said, and a tree branch was banging against our window. We decided to sleep down here on the couch. Biff thought you'd left us, I said. He was so scared. Was Biff the only one scared? I think he was too. Mom stroked Biff's head. Silly Biff, don't you know we'd never leave you two guys? She stroked my head too. There was room for all of us on the couch bed. Dad blew out the candle and we lay close in the dark. Outside, the wind went woo and the leaves went shift, shift as they chased each other in the long grass. Don't worry about being scared, Mom told Biff. Everyone's scared sometimes. Yeah, Biff, I said. I don't worry about it at all. I held his warm paw in Mom's hand and counted moon shadows on the ceiling till I fell asleep. Well, Wildcats, was it communicated clearly to you? What do you think? You're evaluating communication style because that's what we're learning about, is thinking about being communicators. Wildcats, remember, we are safe, respectful, and responsible. And I will see you on Thursday. Have a wonderful day.